Oh, that's pissing me off, man. Pissing me off. Let's see. Very sad day today. Wipe your tears. Wipe your tears. Wipe your tears. Now celebrate. 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 He goes, please, RSC, give me more. Yeah, now it's time for celebrating. Give me more. Yeah, the sadness is over. Fogger face on a black lagoon of Bangladesh. Fogger face on a black lagoon of Bangladesh. Crawling to the UK, say, please, RSC, can I have some more? Please, RSC, can I have some more? Rave now you can bop your tunes. Enjoy yourself. He sold out his Muslim brothers. He created a channel called MMA. MMA stands for mixed martial art arguments. All he does is argue all day on Fogger Face's channel. Mixed martial arguments. The new sport that Fogger Face created to cause disunity between his Muslim brothers. 24 hours MMA on Fogger Face. the mixed Martian argument channel. Boycott that bullshit channel. He's a bugger face from a goddamn black lagoon of Bangladesh. He has no morals, no it isn't. He was brought out by RSC. We can pay him again and we'll sell him out again. We'll pay him again, we'll be sold out again. We can pay him as much as we want, even though, yeah, he will take money. He'll take anything. He'll take a cucumber. He'll take a goddamn carrot. He'll take anything, as long as it's a gift. As long as he can do something with it. You know what he can do with a carrot and a cucumber. He has certain kind of like, you know, little things he can put it into. You know, like his bundi. Yeah, we won't say what bundi is, but you can understand. So fogger phase, fogger phase, fogger phase, fogger phase. The creature from the black lagoon of Bangladesh. Please, sir, please, sir, please, our Sid, can I have some more? Please, our Sid, can I have some more? Fogger phase. Yeah. Use that. Come on. Yeah, I give permission for Mad Dunya to use this and play it whenever he wants.
Classic track. This should be in the club.
Anyone wants to play it. You would remix it.
You imagine him on the club, that's the Fogger Face.
You put it on the charts. I don't care. Get it freaking trending. Let's let the world know that the number one sellout is not the Sears, not the Fogger Face.
The number one sellout is not the Sears.
Creature from the black swamps of Bangladesh. Hey sir, please RSC, can I have some more? Yeah. Anyway, I'm off.
All right. So interesting news today. The Lion's Den is no longer. All channels are gone. Earlier today, checked on all the channels, and the Lion's Den's no longer here. Lion's Den Reloaded no longer here. Respect Rebellion no longer there. Respect Official no longer there. Now, you know, I don't want to kind of like seem petty, because I'm better than that. Yeah, I don't want to seem like I'm being vindictive or laughing at someone's misery, but I want to say good riddance. Good riddance. He'll make another account, obviously, but I'm hoping that this will teach him that there are lines you cannot cross. Yeah, because when you start putting people's kind of safety in danger, yeah, because what he does is targets an individual and then for weeks or months will make videos upon videos, live streams upon live streams, kind of creating this kind of momentum against an individual, yeah. And then what will happen is that, you know, some of the things he's accusing people of are so serious, like pedophilia and stuff like that, or being nonce apologists, that it can actually get that person hurt if they were walking around the road and someone recognized them and they were being accused of something like this, yeah. So I will say this, yeah, I don't know exactly who was responsible for getting the channel shut down, but I will say something here. I reported his channel around, I think, when was it? Last week, Thursday, yeah. And I did speak to PC Barnes about two channels, the Lion's Den and Sir Faz. Both channels are reported, both of them. Both of them had videos up, which in my opinion were causing a major disturbance within the panels, and also which could have spilled over to Speaker's Corner. So I reckon, I don't know if this is 100%, because I don't know whether the police will confirm this, because I 100% sent videos to PC Barnes and the police saying that these videos are creating kind of issues for certain people at the park. I mean, obviously, one of the people was James Speaker's Corner. I felt like some of the stuff that were being written and said upon these channels against James Speaker's Corner, although I disagree with what he was planning to do, which could have resulted in the individual getting hurt. Now, right now, the Lion's Den is closed. I'm not sure why the line. Let me say something else here. Like I wish I could. So let me just double check my text here. Let me just double check my text. Let me just say something to anybody out there. Yeah. Now, if you piss off one Sikh, yeah, it might be a little bit annoying for you. You piss off two, it's going to get peak. Yeah, that's all I'll say. Yeah, you piss off one, yeah, it will get a bit troublesome. You piss off two of us, you're going to get peak because we're not about numbers, but about quality. Yeah. So I don't want to say exactly what I mean by that, but you can kind of read between the lines. Yeah. Just think about what's happened over the last week or so, because I'm not saying nothing unless look at Aduko Gold's here. You got no home anymore, Aduko. What are you gonna do at night? She's gonna be sitting there. You know Aduko Gold, yeah, and Mr. Singh and Real One, yeah. This is them from now on at night time, yeah. They're just gonna be sitting like this on a blank screen. Rashek, my cult, my leader, your leader, yeah, has no platform. That what are you gonna do in the early hours in the morning? Show Adiko Gold how the timing out session works in this section. Someone time that little bitch out, yeah. Time her or him out. Time them out. I don't know if it's a man or a woman. Time that person out. Show them, yeah, that they have no channel now, and they're gonna feel how it feels to be timed out constantly. So I'm giving you permission to teach them a lesson that now there's no lines. Then when you come in here into my channel, I'm going to give you a day. Today's a free reign on literally, yeah, what we call whacker troll. Yeah, the whacker troll. And I will be joining in the whacker trolling just to enjoy myself today because it's a very great day. Yeah, we need to enjoy ourselves. Today, the 3rd of February, will forever be known as the day of the horses. How can we relate today? Today should be, let me think of a good name for today. The day the horse was put to rest. Yes, you know when they put a horse to rest, when their days are over. This is, yeah, the day the horse was put to rest. The janaza of the Pakistanispect. Now, I will say that although I have to admit, I do enjoy listening to Pakistan. I'm going to kind of miss it in a way. Yeah, he said this to me that although I'm always gunning for those cockroaches on that channel, I will miss the channel in a way because to me, like you have to understand, yeah, for me, the Lions Den had an important, big up Betty, had an important role. Like in real life, yeah, when I want to go, like, so in real life, I have a room in the house here, which is like the Lions Den, yeah. So imagine in my house, I've got a room that I equate to like the Lions Den, and that room is the toilet, yeah. So the Lions Den was like my toilet. Whenever I wanted to I felt like I wanted to go for a shit, I would go to either my toilet in real life, or if I wanted to go for a shit mentally, I would shit in the Lions Den. Yeah, literally walk in there, pull my pants down, sit on the seat, and then poo all over the place in the Lions Den. Yeah, that is what I used that channel for. It was a way to unload all my poo all over that goddamn degenerates channel. Yeah. Let me just read a couple of comments out. I wasn't going to live stream today. I'll do like a quick one, maximum 30 minutes or so because I need to go. Let me just double check. Dapiana, big up. I think, I don't know, Weiboard, Tiger Sanchez, Graffiti Revolutionary. Big up to my Shia bro. Suzella later. Was it other people that I think it was a combined effort? Maybe I don't know, to be honest. I need to find out whether it was my email because it's a bit coincidental that I sent the email a couple of days ago, and it was I have to admit some of the stuff that screenshots I sent were pretty controversial, and the problem is if something happens on someone's channel and they call it out or condemn it, that's cool because you can't control it. If someone writes something here and someone highlights it to me and then I go, okay, I don't agree with that. Maybe delete the message or whatever. But when something's brought to your attention and you do not do nothing about it, in fact, what you do is add more fuel to the fire. You're gonna start to get yourself into trouble in terms of taking responsibility for what people are saying or doing in the chat on your channel. Yeah, because ultimately, I told him about a couple of comments. I actually think it's Speaker's Corner Skits comments that actually got the channel shut down, in my opinion. Speaker's Corner Skits. The reason being, Speaker's Corner Skits was not only writing stuff about taking PC Barnes' hat and stamping on it, and I told Raspect he did nothing about it. He didn't delete the messages. He didn't tell him he was wrong or anything like that. And secondly, he made those comments about James Speaker's Corner or myself getting stabbed, making, oh, wouldn't it be ironic if we got stabbed with a kapan, yeah? And that, in a way, is an indirect threat. He once again didn't delete the messages, did not condemn it. He just tried to ignore it, yeah? So he has to take responsibility for a little bit of responsibility for who's writing stuff. Even myself, I have to take a bit of responsibility for people who's writing stuff, yeah? Even Random Exposure is going to be happy today. Aren't you happy? Say, they're happy, and they're my enemies, but they're happy. They're probably loving it as well. The horse has been put down. Yeah? Channel is gone, the slander channel. Yeah. So even the Random Exposures here, kind of, what's going on? What's going on with that bloody horse? Is he gone? Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. We'll have another channel, but let me say something. If this will set a precedent in terms of what he'll be able to get away with in the future, because he's now going to really understand that you can get your whole platform deplatformed if you cross some lines. And I believe in the last couple of days he's crossed quite a few lines. I don't know, Dan. Dan. Do you know what I'm going to do here? I don't know. Will I get a strike if I show a video of Dan from... So a lot of people don't know my joke here, which is Dan. That's from, what's it called? Alan Partridge. So I might play it one day. Oh, Sophia Lewis is here. Yeah, so Sophia Lewis is here. T Sings here. Betty Closet. Station 6, big up. I'm waiting for Asif is even there, that little lunatic. We had a good conversation yesterday for the first time, even though he's a goddamn degenerate. Yeah, I'll tell you what's strange here is like I think Veli's channel, yeah, big up to Veli, although I trolled his channel earlier. I went on there and I went, hallelujah. And he was angry, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, Rasmus here as well, big up. You didn't fight Zavida, did you? I hope you didn't have some kind of fisticuffs. Yo, Bray's running up his gums. We don't. Oh yes, Curry. Thank you very much. You goddamn degenerate. You're the worst type of goddamn white supremacist, Braden. You have to understand. To be a white supremacist, you've got to be better than everybody else. There's no point being white supremacist and you're actually at the bottom of the barrel. It kind of makes your argument look weak. You get me? Like when you're saying, I am the super race, I am the white man, and then you're looking like a goddamn crack fiend and an idiot. Yeah, you're literally actually doing more damage to the white cause than anybody since goddamn, who's the most thickest person I've ever met? Like, you've got to have some form of, like, you know, proof that you are better than everyone else. If you can't do that, you need to take a step back and maybe, you know, I don't know, hide somewhere for a bit. No, it's not. James Speaker's Corner. I'm hearing more people say that he took down his channel himself because he went on a break. I think that's more likely. No, that is not likely. That is false. He has taken down his channel. He didn't take down his channel. His channel has been taken down. To save face, he is now saying that he did it voluntarily. Yeah. This is not a voluntary. In fact, we could probably even look into it if we wanted to. And I'm pretty much sure if we was to research, we could find out that the channel was actually struck rather than it being taken down by itself. So if you have a look here, yeah. So that's his Lions Den one. This channel does not exist. Raspek Rebellion, which is this channel does not exist. Yeah. Then you go over to Raspek official. This account has been terminated for violating YouTube community guidelines. Then when you type in the lines then reloaded, actually nothing turns up. So you can't say to me that, you know, he's voluntarily done it. If you listen to his stream just 2 days ago, he clearly stated, yeah, that he will be coming back on Tuesday. That's what he said. He's coming. He's got a few things to do, recording in the studio, and he's coming back on a Monday or a Tuesday. If he was planning, I'll big up to Raindrop. If he was planning to shut down his channel permanently, such a big thing for him to do, because obviously, you know, that's one of his main kind of like things he does during the week, which is goddamn shit stir all week. He would have said on that day that I'm going to be closing down my channel for a couple of months and I'll be back. Yeah. He didn't say that at all. He had no. Yeah. So the thing is that you cannot tell me it's a coincidence. Last week I reported his channel. Yeah. I know other people have reported his channel, not just me. Lots of people have probably reported his channel. Yeah. On top of that, you have let's say he pissed one other person off last week. Yeah. We won't say who, because obviously I can't say who. But let me just say something. You can piss one Sikh off, but when you start pissing two Sikhs off, things will get peak for you. Yeah, told you. You know, there's a reason why in India the Sikhs only make up 1% of the population, but everyone thinks the Sikhs here are a majority in India. They think there's loads of us. There's only 1%, but because they're so goddamn in your face, a lot of people think there's like freaking 50% of Sikhs in India. There's only 1%. 1% of India is Sikh. Yeah, but we make up 30% of the army. Yeah, we even had one of the prime ministers as a Sikh, Mohan Singh, even though he's a stupid idiot. Anyway, no offense. Well, it is offense. He was a goddamn degenerate and a freaking chumcha. Yeah, peak. I'm part of the street movement now. I'm young and trendy today. I will say something. Yesterday, if people watched yesterday's stream, I didn't realize how my face was still swollen. This side is still swollen. So if I'm slurring, I'm not drunk. I had a big, I had like an infection, and so my whole face swelled, which is why I couldn't go speaker's corner. It's still, you can see here, if I hit here, it's still sensitive here. Yeah. So right here, you can see it's kind of like drooping a little bit. Yeah. So I don't know exactly, and it's not Jaddotuna like I said before. Let me just read a couple of comments. I haven't really got that much to kind of go through. I just want to kind of revel in the thingy of Pakistanispect's downfall. I want to wait for a couple of people to get into the chat before I go. Can someone tell me if Mr. Singh's here or real one? Where's Mr. Singh or real one? I'll big up to Takia Watch. Yeah, but Takia Watch. Let me say something. I disagree. Yeah, I do disagree with social media clamping too hard on free speech. I agree with you. There is a limit. Like I'm doing this drawing now, and this is about free speech. Yeah, obviously, because the signs here are of YouTube, Twitter, and Google stamping on the face of free speech. Yeah, those boots are obviously, like, you know, if you see here, this is the original one I've done because I'm redrawing it. You can see here, like I said, the boot is stamping, and these are the 6, obviously, YouTube, Facebook, Google, and Twitter. And yeah, so I just agree with kind of clamping down on free speech. Yeah, but there's free speech, and then there gets a point where you're actually, it could be inciting some form of violence against people. Yeah, and I believe that when it comes to Pakistanispect, I truly believe there were times where even with myself, he was inciting some form of violence. Yeah, one of the things they were propagating just a couple of months ago on the channel, which I found, actually, I have to admit, this is one of the times I actually found when they were doing this, I actually kind of thought to myself, okay, I might have to freaking more report the guy to the police. And luckily, I kind of didn't for some reason. But the one thing he did so I'll give an example of what he did with me in Birmingham. There's a guy called Dip Bussing from CQ UK who had issues there, and he was chased out of Birmingham, yeah, because he was doing shit in Birmingham. What they did with me was that they titled this show Dipper and Raj Get Chased Out of Birmingham. No, Dipper gets chased out of Birmingham. Is Raj next? So what they were doing was planting the seeds of getting me run out, yeah, from my area. And people writing in the chat, oh, Raj is next, Raj is next, Raj is next, Raj is next. On the panel, they were saying, oh, maybe people should run Raj out of my area. Yeah. So over a period of time, yeah, when you keep on doing this, and they were done this a couple of times, it can get to a stage that if people listen to it long enough, they might start believing what is being said on there. Yeah. And this is the same thing which they did, yeah, with other people. So you'll see, I mean, whether you like Real or not, like, to be honest, you Real, no offense, I think you're a bit of a prick. Yeah, I don't hate you and I don't like you. Yeah, it's not, there's nothing, I've got no real feelings towards the guy. Yeah, but he does annoy me sometimes. Now with him, like, the character assassination on Real was on a next level of what I call savagery. Like, it was constant, it was relentless, it was something that was very vindictive, was constantly bringing up things about his family, his mother, his sister. The guy also, you know, obviously served the time for what happened with the dog attack, and they couldn't let that rest. They still were constantly badgering him about it and doing documentaries. I mean, if you look at the documentary that he made, which was like Panorama, he was trying to speak all posh. Yes, this happened in 2004. This individual, this guy, he let a dog bite a little boy. Yeah, something like that. He was dramatizing the whole situation in order to get kind of like people's reactions. Yeah. And so if you do this over a little bit of time, you know, it's bad. But if you do it for 6 months straight, yeah, think about it, 6 months straight, I mean, I've got to say it, if I got to say, I mean, when it comes to Real, I mean, other people would have broken under the pressure. I mean, it was a lot of slander and a lot of maliciousness to the guy. Look at what he's done. Oh, big up to RS said, Baji. Yeah, I've not said nothing. I'm just saying that today the channel was shut down, and Pakistanispect is shut down. I reported into the police myself personally. And, you know, I'm not going to say too much else, except for the fact, don't mess around with the Sikhs. Yeah. Don't mess around with the Sikhs. There's only so much, yeah, that we will take before we'll thingy. Yeah. Let's sell it. Yeah, because more people are in here. So first of all, I'm just gonna say that when it comes to Pakistanispect, we will honor his memory, and we'll give a kind of like a eulogy because it's still 11:42, and we're still at a time where we're still grieving. Yeah, we still have this kind of like a loss. For me, it's a bit like a I don't know. It's a bit like, imagine if you got an arm, yeah, and it's got like an infection, yeah. They have to chop the arm off. On the one hand, you're happy your arm's chopped off because of the infection. On the other hand, you missed the arm. So I see the lines then a bit like a rotten arm that needs to be amputated. So the arm was rotten, so that's the lines then. They cut it off, and I'm still missing the arm a bit because I did used to like listening to it, just because of the madness, yeah. So yeah, we'll liken it to an arm, yeah. So we will say, so now to everyone out there from the cult of the Lion's Den, I have a message for you, and that is that you're not alone. I'm here to pick up the pieces. I want you in my cult. I want brainless zombies like you. I want you to press 1 in honor of Pakistanispect for his legendary shit shows. We will miss those shows like I would miss turkeys. It's something that we can treasure and look back at a time of degeneracy. I've said it before. Without Pakistanispect, the Lion's Den, it's like for me, the way I go to the toilet. When I want to release my bowels, I go to the loo and do a goddamn big poop. And when I used to go on Pakistanispect, I would go on there and release my bowels of filth that's from my mouth and everything that I thought was wrong with Pakistanispect. Now we have to give a little bit of support for our brothers lost in the battle, because I'm playing chess and Pakistanispect, you're playing tiddlywinks. And what we will say, there will be survivors, and those survivors must be cradled. Mr. Singh, give a thought to Mr. Singh. Give a thought to Real One. What will they do now that the Lion's Den is no longer here? What about Speaker's Corner skits? That little degenerate. What will they do? If you see them about, give them my number 0800 554 6789 11 11 11 11 25 78 FU. Now, when they ring that, I will give them a good old padida as a response, just so they can eat that and learn you do not mess with the dad. So for everybody out there that is in a bad place because of today's untimely, let's say untimely kind of resting of the horse, just have a thought for all of the young people that have become cult members of Pakistanispect that now no longer have a home. So please home them. Give a safe space to people like a renderer. Give a safe space for someone like Adito Go. The Speaker's Corner skits for Mr. Singh and Real One to see Poodles. They need you in their time of need. So let's everybody shed a tear, wipe away the tears and the dreams of a whole generation that are now down the toilet. Now, what can I say? I have to say this, that although I will miss you, Pakistanispect and the Lion's Den, I will say this: good riddance! Your channel shit, Padida. I'm glad. Yeah, I said it. I'm glad. Fucking well, I'm glad. I was celebrating all day. I was running around the garden, looking, yeah. Yes. This is not about the short run. This is about the marathon. Like I said, playing chess, you're playing Connector. Next one, Sir Faz. Fogger Faz. And in honor of this, we will celebrate now, as there's only so much mourning we can do. And we will celebrate with now, we will have what we call, what's that? Now what we'll do is, in honor of Fogger Faz, your next Fogger Faz, Fogger Faz, Fogger Faz, Fogger Faz. Now dance, you can have a little bit of fun now. Now we can rave and we can enjoy ourselves. Today, on the 3rd of February, will forever be known as the day the horse's stable was closed. Bangladesh. Yeah, I told you, Simon. I'm freaking like I'm like on crack or something today. Yeah, dance, Simon, dance. Let me write it. Brothers, MMA, the mixed martial arts argument channel.
All he does is argue all day.
I'm just gonna read a couple of things.
Martial arguments, the news, all that Fogger Face created to cause disunity between his Muslim brothers. 24 hours MMA on Fogger Face.
Our poor rational actor was emotional. Don't worry, we'll open another channel in a couple of days. Probably tomorrow.
He's a Fogger Face, goddamn black lagoon of Bangladesh. There's no morals, no isn't. He was brought out by RSC. We can pay him again and we'll sell him out again.
Oh, I don't know if
sold out again. We can pay him as much.
Fogger Faz. We need to do, you know, in Speaker's Corner, yeah, in honor of Fogger Faz, we need to do the move, like the thriller dance. Fogger Faz, Fogger Faz, Fogger Faz. Like, imagine all of us lined up and we're all doing the Fogger Faz. Fogger Faz, Fogger Faz, Fogger Faz. And then we'll do, I might eat like pan or something, you know, like pan. Bring some, I might bring some pan and go, Fogger Faz, Fogger Faz, Fogger Faz, Fogger Faz, Fogger Faz. Yeah, we need to get, I need to get a dance done for the Fogger Faz.
Please, our shit, can I have some more? Please, our shit, can I have some more?
We need to have like a Fogger Faz dance.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out a dance for the Fogger Faz. Because I can imagine Fogger Faz dancing like this thing.
To use
this is how Fogger Faz will dance.
As much as he wants, I will not hit him with a strike or anyone wants to pay. You want to remix it? You want to send it to top of the pop?
Yeah, remix it. Do some more mixes. Let's make this the #1 track.
Freaking trending. Let's let the world
know that the #1 sellout is not the Shias, but Fogger Faz. Fogger Faz is the #1 sellout, not the Shias.
The creature from
the Black Lagoon of Bangladesh.
Hey sir, please RSC, can I have some more? Yeah. Anyway.
What a great track. Even I have to admit, yeah, I think.
I'm gonna do my own song for Fogger Face. Let me do my own song. Fogger Face, Fogger Face, Fogger Face, Fogger Face. He begs money.
Oh, that's my own mix. I don't know if you. I might actually play the track. I don't know if you lot, who heard me run up on Mohib yesterday. Let me play the track with Mohib, because I don't know whether. Oh, big up to Jen Wallace, man. Big up to Jen Wallace. I might actually mod her next time. I need to find out. I just need to double check it's her. If she wants some mod shit, but the channel's gone, yeah. Now, yeah, Raj is turning into a gangster. That's what Rashkumar said. Yeah, gangster. The gangster Raj. Now, I will play something again, because yesterday, the other day. Now, I'm going to say something, yeah. For me, I need to protect the Bengali community as well now. Yeah, I've decided there's two communities I need to defend. The Brelvis or the cake eaters, and now the Bengali community. Yeah, the reason why I need to protect the Bengali community because there's people out there that are disgracing their community. Yeah, all my life I've had good relationships with Bengalis. Yeah, Bengalis I think are good people. I've never had no real problem with them. And then the Fogger Faz comes. Yeah, ruins it. Then there's this little goddamn Mohib, that little degenerate. Yeah. Then there's that other one, Nasir, Mad Dunya, and all of these. But at least Mad Dunya's got some, at least a little bit of talent, which is he can heckle. And he's not a goddamn pussy-o like Fogger Faz and all of them, like, because they're really pussy-os. I'm not gonna lie. When I saw, and Saeed, four of them, yeah, they've disgraced the Bengali community. Yeah, all four of them. Each one is a disgrace on the next level. Yeah, I don't know what to do with them. Yeah, so I need to kind of like defend the Bengali community because if you only saw Fogger Faz, Nasir, Mohib, and what's his name, Saeed, you would think, yeah, the Bengali community are pussios. Yeah, this is what you would think. You would think, who are the Bengali people? But guess what? I've known Bengali people from when I was younger, man. Some of the toughest little guys I met are little Bengali guys here. And these ones are nothing like these people. I don't know where they've come from. Have you ever seen Saeed's face, angry face? I saw Nasir last time, and he was like, there's something that's happened to the younger generation. I have to protect them. I have to make sure. And Amaraz is here as well, yeah. Now I need to protect Amaraz as well, yeah, because I'm sick and tired of people picking on him and he's goddamn cake eating. Rashma, leave him to eat cake. Leave him to dance the Sufi dance. Leave him to become a Hindu. If he wants to be a Hindu, let him. Let him. Yeah, as long as he's not harming anyone. If he wants to give himself diabetes from eating cake all day and doing the Sufi dance, because you need to look at some of the videos, yeah, the Sufi dance is killer. Yeah, the Moli dance, yeah, that's going to be the new trending dance, I think, worldwide. A couple of years ago, you know, in the 80s, it was the moonwalk. Then it was that ganja style. And now, no, is it ganja? Or, I don't know what it is. And now it's going to be the Moli dance, yeah, because they're doing some killer Moli dance in Africa, yeah, like to Thriller or whatever it's called. Oh, shut up, Janad Allah, Banda Hindu cow worshippers. Shut up. They got to my Hindu brothers, man. I don't have no real issue with them per se. Oh, Gangnam Style, Gangnam Style. Yeah, Gangnam Style. Do you want to hear? Let me ask the Bengali. Did you hear how I run up on Mohib? Let me see if the Bengalis want to hear how their young Bengali brother got run up by Raj yesterday or the day before. Because I freaking just like totally destroyed him. I shut up, Lane. I can act whatever age that I want. If I want to act like a baby, if I can do that. If I want to act like a 90-year-old man and just go, I can do this. None of your business what I do. Yeah, little Mohib, he was on Raspix the other day and he come on there and he started talking about me again. And I just freaking run. I just done his beastie and he legged it. Let me play it again. Camera roll. Okay. Let me show you, yeah. Let me show you what's happened to the Bengali community. Mad Dunya needs to start expelling these people in order to sort out his house. Yeah, you cannot have these people walking about representing your community, and this is what they're doing. Yeah, it's embarrassing. Yeah. Luckily, I've known Bengalis most of my life, so I know that they're not like this. Oh yes. So this was 2 days ago. Yeah, little old Mohib, yeah, was talking about me, like started talking on Raspix, and he started talking about me. And listen to how I jump on, and then little old Mohib. It gets very quiet.
Yo, bro, I want to speak to you in a hangout. I don't need to speak to him in a hangout. I'm gonna like that. That would have been a bit away. That would have been a bit like that. That would have been. That would have been a better angle, brother. I'm not gonna lie, because I was a bit. No, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I considered it. Then I thought, no, you know what? I want to panel, and I'm gonna show people that, you know what? No, me and this brother's cool. The Muslim and this brother's cool. But it's got like few Muslims, bro. Because me as a Muslim, I'm not talking about everyone else, but about me as a Muslim. But what has Islam got to do with this? Nothing. When I walk around, I'm Islam, blood. That's why you know.
He's Islam when he's walking about with pink hair, rapping like down in that Bengali Eminem.
Cool, positive. That's a positive sign. The same way that Raj walks around everywhere, and then we. I'll shut your mouth, you little prick. You little prick. Stop mentioning my name. That's why I've jumped on it. Now what are you going to say to me? You've been running your mouth about me for weeks, chit-chatting and everything. You're like a barn-eating little prick. Yeah, go back to your little freaking cave. You're little munchkin, yeah? You're acting like you're a freaking 6'5", yeah? Goddamn what MMA fight. You're smaller than... You're the smallest guy in the park. You're the smallest guy in the park, and the skinniest. You're skinny as an apple color. What are you going to do? You run your mouth like a freaking 6'5" MMA fighter. Who are you? Unity. Listen, mate, for the last 2 weeks, you've been running your mouth about me, yeah, non-stop. You just mentioned my name again. Yeah, you just mentioned my name again, quickly that. You just mentioned my name again. What are you on? How much barn do you eat a day, little prick? How much barn do you eat a day to get this high? How much barn are you eating a day to get this freaking out of your head? Who are you forgiving? How can you say, I forgive you? I forgive you. But you're in the wrong, you little prick. Look, my brother, let me tell you something. Listen. How can you forgive someone when the person hasn't done nothing?
So this little guy, yeah, like, I don't really hate him or dislike him. I just think he's a little prick. Like, he's saying, yeah, I'm representing Muslims, yeah, like I'm representing Muslims. What to Mohib, if you're representing Muslims, yeah, let me give you a little bit of advice, yeah. Don't look like such a goddamn cock. You're walking around. When last time I saw you, you had this pink hair or something, and then the other time I saw you in front of a COE, rapping like the Bengali Eminem. Like, if you're representing Islam, yeah, and that's what you want to do, then try and at least behave like a Muslim, yeah, not rapping like a down and out goddamn Eminem on COE and stuff, and walking around like you have a Pokemon movie or something, or some kind of goddamn Japanese manga cartoon, yeah. Oh, Aussie's here as well, man. Aussie, Aussie. Yeah, me and Oz have got something planned, man. We got something planned. Can't say too much, but hopefully soon people will know what's going on in terms of thingy. Big up Eminem, yeah, Jen Wallace, yeah. Eminem's cool, but you can imagine a Bengali Eminem. It's not going to be that. Let's just say it's not going to be that kind of a. Oh, big up Real Maggie. Real is a little prick as well, man. Oh, Torok. Give me a hug, Torok. Give me a hug, Torok. We've done it. Well done, Torok. Well done. Torok, there's certain people, yeah, that are like warriors, yeah, that were going against Pakistanispect line then, the cult of the lines then. There were certain individuals that have been in the thick of it for months. Torok is one of those soldiers. He's tired, he's wounded, but he was still going. And what happened today is victory day. Victory. We have done it. It's over. But he's going to come back though, yeah. I no doubt about it. And I'm kind of looking forward to him coming back, because the amount of rubbing in the wounds I'm going to do when I jump on there. Hi, everybody. It's your favorite British Punjabi Sikh. Hiya. And then I'll just keep on jumping on there, kind of doing my thing. Let me just double check who's in the chat. I do want to show something here, but I have to, let me just show you something. All right. Let me just show you something. That bloody is it? Is it 1984? That little he's a degenerate as well. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, how are you gonna spend your nights now without Pakistanispect holding your little lulla? How are you gonna do it now, huh? I want to. Can someone try and find me, people? So Janad Lulla is actually TYO. So if you hear anyone saying that Guru Nanak Dev Ji, because TYO is using other accounts to make a claim that Guru Nanak Dev Ji would have spit on me if he was alive. Now, if anyone thinks here saying that Guru Nanak Dev Ji would have spat at me is something reflective of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, that you think that would be his behavior, then what I believe is that you really have a hatred towards Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Yeah, so have a look at what because TYO keeps on writing it, and I have to keep on blocking the thingy. So what's the stream about, Oz? Be warned about what? All right, keeping it real. You're saying you got a few things that want to have a word with me. Okay, they want to have a word with me. Where? Write down. Who are they? They want a word with me. Who are they? So keeping it real, I'm pretty sure you're Mr. Singh, maybe. Who are they? And where do they want a word? Tell me, go on, right? Okay, all right, go on. You're going to tell me, Mr. Keeping It Real, who and where. Don't keep on writing it. So let's see. First of all, you're not going anywhere near my Gurdwara. I wouldn't even step into anywhere with someone like yourself. If I'm going to talk to you, you can come and meet me at Speaker's Corner. When you want to come over and confront me and talk to me, let's do it in front of the camera, in front of everyone. Yeah, you can find me there quite easily. Yeah, you know where I go on a Sunday, a lot of Sundays. If you want to go there, I'm Gullah. I don't ever go with no one. I'm always by myself. Yeah, you want to come over and you want to talk to me, you can come over and we can do it on camera. Are you okay with that? Because if anyone comes, let me just say something. If anyone comes over to me, yeah. All right, so let me ask you, keeping it real. Are you willing to do this on camera at Speaker's Corner? Because I'm going to say something here, and I want people to really listen carefully. You cannot control me. You cannot control me. People have tried, and they've tried, and they've tried. You cannot control me. I don't care if there's 50 million people telling me X, Y, Z. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I will still do what I want to do. Yeah, you want to do a meeting? Yeah, do it by yourself. I'm not turning up to your stupid meeting. If you want to do a meeting discussing me, do it, but I won't be there. If you want to talk to me, then you come on camera and show the world who you are and talk to me in Speaker's Corner and we'll have a word. If you come up to me in the road or you come and try and do anything to me outside, first thing I would do, I'll call the police on your ass. Yeah, don't think you can just come over to me and start telling me, rah, you have to do X, Y, Z. It doesn't work like that. I'm one banda, one man. Yeah. If you think I'm that important, keeping it real, come over to where I go then, because you seem to think I'm bigger than what I am. Why do you need to speak to me? Why do you need to arrange a meeting for you to speak to me? What's the reason? Now I'm asking you a question. What is the reason why you want to talk to a nobody like me? Or am I somebody that is of importance? Which one is it? Am I somebody that of importance or am I nobody? Because the way you're talking is like I'm some kind of freaking celebrity or something like that. What have I done that's got you so butthurt that you now want to do something of intervention? What is it? Because I'm not going to just start talk to you if you don't even set out why you want to speak to me. What's the reason? What is the reason? See, you say you want to speak to me. I'm one bunda, one man, yeah. This shows you, yeah, how people get shook of one person. I can't even fight. Yeah. I'm not even talking about physicality. It's mentally. People get very butthurt when people don't conform to what they deem to be normal. Because I don't want to do what you're telling me to do. You want to now have a meeting with me to try and control me. Do you think I've never been people have tried to control me in the past? You cannot control me. I don't care if there's 50 million people telling me I can't do X, Y, Z. I will decide for myself if I want to do it. You cannot control me. Okay, so to keeping it real, yeah, it's saying I have no knowledge of Sikhism or Sikh history. Don't speak about it. Yeah. Okay. To stop it. Is that what you want to do? You want to make me stop talking about Sikhi and Sikh history? Is that what you want to do? Just explain to me so I know where you're coming from, keeping it real. Are you saying you said you have no knowledge of Sikhi or Sikh history, yet you speak about it? Stop it. All right, so yeah, it could be real one, it could be Mr. Singh, but I just want to show you the type of degeneracy we even have in the Sikh community. Like, if someone says Guru Nanak Dev Ji is a killer, like which Adnan Rashid said, I have a right and a duty to defend Guru Nanak Dev Ji's honor. I'm not going to stay quiet and say, okay, you can say that. I'm not going to challenge you. I don't even need to be overly knowledgeable about it, but I can say he was not a killer. If you don't like that and you're more butthurt about me trying to challenge someone on that, rather than you manning up, keeping it real, why don't you turn up to Speaker's Corner and speak about Sikhi instead of moaning about me representing Sikhs in a bad light, even though I don't really talk about Sikhism. Yeah. The only time I talk about Sikhism is if someone says something and then I need to rebut what they say. So one of the things here is, all right, so Stranger, which is once again TYO, the individual who is obviously, all right, so TYO, you want that heat, do you? You want that heat? All right, so TYO, I was going to leave TYO today, but all right. He's going in the chat saying Guru Nanak Dev Ji would spit on me. Okay, all right. So you want that heat? Okay, I'll give it to you. If you want it, I'll give it to you. I need to do one thing though. He wants a little bit of the Raj action, and I'll give it to you now. Let me just do so. All right, I need to use a bit of blue tack because you know TYO, is somebody that is a right degenerate, yeah. Now, I'm gonna put this on there because it's got thingy. Now let me say something. Yeah. The other week he was putting up all of this stuff about my MUM, my mum. Yeah. And then I told him, XYZ that my mum's ill. Then he starts writing stuff like this, pretending that he's sorry for what he did. God. You know what bloody thing here. Yeah, he says, yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't read properly. Raj, do what you want. I refuse to attack an old lady. Read what he said. I refuse to attack an old lady. Yeah. Then what does he do the next day? A couple of days later. Look at that picture. I don't want to show it too clearly, but I've had to put blue tack there because what do you think that is there? What do you think where the blue tack is? What do you think it is covering it? Yeah. Covering it. Yeah. So this individual is vile, even to his own Muslim brothers. Even though I don't like reactionary, even with reactionary, this guy was attacking his mother relentlessly, yeah, for absolutely because he's got a beef with next man. What he's doing was reactionary his mother. He was cursing his mother out, saying XYZ about his mother, and even actually didn't respond back to his. This is the level of degeneracy of this individual, yeah. Now, I will say something, yeah. I know you're going to be pissed. I don't care if I did this yesterday. I'm going to do it again because you deserve this. You, TYO, deserve this, yeah. So, yeah, you want me to keep on doing this? keep on running your mouth then, because I don't get bored of this shit. Even if other people do, I will do what I gotta do. Yeah. So let me just get my where is Halima? Is Halima there? Because I really want to do Halima's thingy. Oh yeah, there it is. Hiya guys. It's your favorite little prosy TYO bunny. How you doing, guys? Like I said yesterday, you know, I've managed to get the Pakistani flag right in my butt creek, yeah? And I'm going to say something. It's really, really feeling good, yeah? It feels great. Look at my face. Look how happy I look. Look how fresh my eyes are. Look at me. Do you want to look like me? Do you want to look like TYO bunny girl? Look at these eyes. Look. Have a look at my eyes. Look into my eyes, guys. Look into these eyes. Look. Look into those eyes. Look at those eyes. Dreamy eyes. Look at those dreamy eyes. Look at them. Could you imagine this? Waking up after your honeymoon and seeing this? I know all you guys, yeah, are getting real hot under the collar, yeah, but I'm telling you something, yeah, this is definitely, yeah, my fantasy to have you put something in my butt crease like the Pakistani flag. Yeah, I can't do. I don't want to do too much more of that. But Veli, what do you believe? Well, how do you feel about Pakistanispect's channel being shut down in Veli? I apologize to Veli, yeah, because I jumped on his channel and I went hip hop hooray, hip hop hooray. His channel has been shut down. Yeah. To Lane, yeah, I've never said that I am a good representation of anybody. I'm just me. If you don't like that, let me say something that I find quite weird, yeah. People are saying to me that, like, keeping it real, that I'm a bad representation of Sikhs, yeah. But I'll big up to Full Shepherd, man, and just saying I'm a bad representation of Sikhs. Now, what I will say to you guys, yeah, is if I'm a bad representation of Sikhs, then jump on the panels and show a good representation. Instead of being keyboard warriors and wanting to set up meetings with Gurdwara, yeah, how sad are you? Why don't you instead put your money where your mouth is? Go and get yourself ready on a Sunday. Go to Speaker's Corner when I'm there and say, Raj, you know, I want to talk about Sikhism and I want to show Sikhs in the real light, in a good light. In fact, I would appreciate that because I'm sick and tired of people saying that, okay, Raj, you're bad representation of Sikhs, and I agree, but then they don't want to put themselves in the spotlight. You want your cake and eat it like Mr. Amaras, yeah? If you have a problem, yeah? Now, let me say something, keeping it real. You will never get me, yeah, to go to a Gurdwara to have an intervention with anyone. If you think you're going to take me into a Gurdwara and try and tell me to do do X, Y, Z, it's not happening. Because I will do what I want. Yeah, you cannot stop me unless you kill me. You understand me? Is that what you're willing to do? Because unless you're going to go to that stage, there's nothing you can do. Even a punch in the face won't do nothing. Even if you broke my legs, it won't. I'll still get up. You cannot stop me unless you end me. So either you just do that if you want to do that, or just shut your mouth. Because you're not going to be able to control me. It's not possible. It's not possible. Whatever you try and do, whatever you think you can do, will not happen. It will not work out for you. Anybody that knows me will understand. If I don't want to do something, there's nothing you can do to make me do it. You can't. My family even know this. They're like, oh my, they've given up because they know. If I say to the family, like in 2001, yeah, I said something to my family and I've kept it. I said, I'm not going to no more weddings. Yeah. I said in 2001, I don't know. Sorry, 1999. I said, I'm not going to no more weddings. Guess what? The last time I went to a wedding, 1999. Yeah. When I say something, if I don't want to do it, I don't do it. Yeah. And that is a fact. So whatever you think you can make me do, it's impossible. Yeah. When I started eating baked beans, yeah, 25 years ago, and I said I love baked beans, and I ate them for 25 years now, every day. Yeah, every day. Does that sound like somebody who can be persuaded not to do something? Or do you think I'm a stubborn prick, like the Terminator, that you cannot stop me? My brain doesn't work like yours. I don't get bowed by public pressure. What people tell me what to do, I would do what I want. Yeah, I only living one life, and I'm going to do what I want. If you don't like it, tough shit. What you can do, yeah, to any Sikhs out there that believe that I'm a bad representation of Sikhs, what you should do is this: get up, instead of being a keyboard warrior, type, 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 yeah, like keeping it real. Get up on a Sunday when I'm at Speaker's Corner, walk in, say, this guy Raj is not a good representation of Sikhs. I'm here to represent the Sikh view on Sikhi. And I would say to you, thank you, Baji. Yeah, I agree with you. I am not a good representation of Sikhs. Thank you for coming down to show people what a true Sikh is. Yeah. Instead, what people do is they cry and bitch all day about me being a bad representation of Sikhs, even though I tell everybody I'm not a good representation. Yeah. And they just sit at home. I've never met a community. I'm going to say that this is a criticism of the Sikh community now. Yeah, whatever I think about the Muslim community, yeah, I do say one thing: they have a wide variety of people in Speaker's Corner. Yeah, from extreme to almost non-Muslim. Yeah, I would say some of them are like basically atheist in some ways. The problem with the Sikhs, yeah, they don't want to come down here and show their face on camera. They don't want to come down because they can't take the heat. If they come down here, they're not going to be able to take the heat, yeah, because they can't take the heat like I can. So when I go down there and I'm the only one here seeking the place, but I know there's a couple of other Sikhs walking about, but they don't want to go on camera, then I'm the only visible Sikh. Is that my fault or the other Sikhs' fault? You need to grow some tatte, yeah, keeping it real. Be a banda, yeah. Calm down and show people, yeah, by your actions, what a real Sikh is, rather than saying to me that I can't talk or go Speaker's Corner. Because I want to ask these people that think they can shut me up, yeah, do you think, yeah, that it's acceptable to tell one Sikh in the whole of the UK that he can't speak at Speaker's Corner? Does that sound normal to you? What do you think people will think when they start seeing, yeah, people like these Sikhs, yeah, going, you can't go to Speaker's Corner because we're getting butthurt because of what you're talking about? They're going to think, yeah, that you're weak-minded little pussyos. That's what they will think. That one person going to Speaker's Corner, yeah, is causing you so much trouble. Instead of going there and speaking at yourself and giving your representation of what you believe a good Sikh is, yeah, instead what you want to do, you don't want no Sikhs there because you get upset because there's another Sikh that doesn't think like you. Yeah. And this is a problem that I see, because I do want more Sikhs to come Speaker's Corner, but I'm not going to have people telling me I can't speak. Because the more you tell me, let me explain something, yeah, something about me. When someone says to me, Raj, you can't do this, my reaction isn't like normal people where they go, okay, sorry. What I would do is say, sorry, and I would do it more. Yeah. If you tell me not to do X, I'll do X more. If someone says, Raj, you can't go here, I'll go there more. Because I don't believe in people telling me what I can and what I can't say whenever I want to say it and whenever I want to do it. I don't even believe, yeah, that a lot of these people that think that they represent Sikhs are good Sikhs themselves. I watched a documentary on Bhai Jagraj Singh, and I want people to watch that. If you go to the BBC iPlayer, watch a documentary called Young, Sikh and Proud. And if you really want to see a good Sikh, you need to check someone like Bhai Jagraj Singh, R.I.P. for Bhai Jagraj Singh, yeah. But that is truly somebody that is a good Sikh. Because I've met Bhai Jagraj Singh a few times, and that guy was not a judgmental person like some of these other people. Like, he was somebody that if you disagreed with, you'd have a conversation with you, yeah. Instead of all of these guys that, you know, are internet gangsters who think that they're great Sikhs, but I guarantee you, if I looked into their behavior, they're probably degenerates of the highest order. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna say that. I'll put a link in there. I don't know if I can find the link. Go and watch the documentary. I thought it was actually a really, really great documentary about Bhai Jagraj Singh and how he's actually where is the thing? Yeah, because there are people in our community, the Sikh community, that are what you call what you might call who I compare them to. They're like self-righteous kind of religious zealots that think that they're better than everybody else, and you have them in every community, yeah. And a lot of them that I've met from these people that think they're better than everybody else, yeah. All right, so did I? All right, so let me say something to keeping it real. I'm pretty sure you're a real one. It's a real one. Did I say going to Speaker's Corner makes me a big man? No. Did I say it makes me a better person? No. Have I ever said that? I've categorically, let me make my point clear about Speaker's Corner, yeah. If you are going to Speaker's Corner because you think you're going to teach people about religion, you're deluded. Speaker's Corner is a place of ego. Speaker's Corner is a place where people argue and people want to get one up on another person. Speaker's Corner is not about religion or trying to propagate your religion. Nearly everyone that goes there, that goes on camera, I'm not talking about people off camera, the people that go on camera tend to be narcissists and egotistical pricks, including me. Yeah, including me. Now, unfortunately, with Speaker's Corner, you need people like me. Because if we had people like you keeping it real, do you know what Speaker's Corner would be like? It would be dead. The whole point of Speaker's Corner is you get the most vocal people, stick them into a little place, and let them kind of argue themselves or debate whatever they need to. You don't go Speaker's Corner if, yeah, you are somebody like these internet gangsters who cannot do anything apart from type. They cannot speak publicly because they'll probably poo themselves from nervousness. Yeah. Whether you like it or not, yeah, even myself, yeah, when I see certain people at the park, I'm like, these guys are freaking terrible people, yeah. But if they weren't there, Speaker's Corner would just be boring. Yeah. You need people that speak their mind, even if you think what they're saying is wrong. Yeah. The point is, it gets people thinking. I will say something. Yesterday, I said on the live stream that the attack in Streatham, the individual was posting up videos of a speaker at Speaker's Corner who was supporting gay rights. Yeah. And you know the guy that done the attack yesterday? I figured out, I think, who the person that was doing gay rights is now. I was trying to rack my brain, but I think I figured it out on what's it called? I think it was figured it out on Banksy's, which is that. So I showed people yesterday. There was an article from 2018, and in that particular individual was posting up kind of what you call ISIS material, saying that he wants to be a martyr and all of this stuff. Yeah. He got in prison in 2018, then he was released after a year. Yeah. Now, if you read the bottom bit of this from 2018, Yeah. So if you look at that, it says the blogger believed the same person had posted a YouTube link to a pro-gay rights speaker at Speaker's Corner in Hyde Park, the court heard. So this individual, from what I can take from that, was posting up stuff in a blog, which is encrypted on Telegram, and he was instigating violence, not only towards his girlfriend's mum, who was a kuffar. On top of that, he was posting stuff about, wanting to become a martyr, wanting to do a terrorist attack and all that kind of stuff. And I was thinking, who was this video he was posting up of from Speaker's Corner? Because I believe, and this is my my kind of like assumption, and I'll look into it, is that he was posting it as a way to say this individual might be a potential target for his terrorism. Yeah. Now I was thinking, who could it be? First of all, I thought it was Steve, the atheist, but it was not Steve. Yeah, no day it was it was not Steve. Yeah. Secondly, I thought it was Paul Williams. It's not Paul Williams, in my opinion. The person who it was Tan, in my opinion. Now I'll tell you why I believe it was Tan, because it makes sense now. Tan was somebody that was walking around with pro-gay rights T-shirts. Yeah. So to an outsider, when he was wearing those gay T-shirts with the rainbow flags and stuff, because remember he was I'll big up Emmanuel. Is that Emmanuel? Is that Emmanuel? The Emmanuel? Let me just double check. Is that the real Emmanuel? Emmanuel. I can't remember if Emmanuel actually hated, or I can't remember if he got on with Pakistanispect. Maybe he didn't. I don't know. I can't remember. So I reckon it was Tan, and I'll show you the reason why. Because in 2018, Tan was at Speaker's Corner. Yeah. Secondly, in 2018, he was doing something that would, from the outside, look like he was pro LGBTQ. Let me just get the thing in. I need to find a particular one to prove what I'm talking about. Rainbow. All right, so I can't really find it, but if you look at, I'm going to find it for the next stream, yeah, or next time I'm doing a stream. He started to wear a rainbow flag and saying, now, obviously, I don't want to get people upset, but I'm just repeating what he said. He was writing, Allah is gay. Yeah, that's what he had on his T-shirt for a long time. And he would have these posters that, said Allah is gay, or gay rights and all this kind of stuff. So it's got to be Tan, in my opinion, because the time frame makes sense. 2018, because I joined in 2018. He definitely was there. On top of that, he's the only person that I've seen at Speaker's Corner that was what you might consider to be doing pro-gay rights. Yeah, because he was constantly going, he was shouting about gay and all this kind of stuff. So yeah, I reckon if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But that's my assumption now, that it's going to be Tan, because obviously he was a very vocal person. So I think he had a lucky running with that one. I did reply to his message, so he contacted me and he wanted me to do a drawing. I said to him, no, obviously I don't need. Did you say, or did I figure that out? I think it was. I think it was Simon said it. I can't remember if it was me or Simon, or whether it was Banksy that said it was Tan. Who said it? Was it me, you, or Banksy? I can't remember exactly who said it. Why is there 140? I just realized something. There's 145 people. They don't know where to go. The lions then, they're all dispersed here. They're all over the place going, where can we go? Oh, Mr. Singh, where are you? Adika Gold, where shall I go? where should I go, real one? And they all lost, yeah, and they all drifted to me because at freaking one, I thought it was I thought it was at 45 people. Then I just looked up, it was 143 at freaking 12:32, and that's because there's such thingy. They need somewhere to go. What I'm gonna do for you guys, yeah, I'm gonna indoctrinate you into my cult. So all of the people that are leftovers from the Pakistanispect channel, I will make a particular cult for you. And what I will do for you is just so that I can ease you in into the Rajanators universe, I will say press 1 every kind of couple of minutes. Yeah, just say press 1. It will kind of make you feel better. It's a bit like stroking you, and you're going, don't worry, press 1, don't worry, because they're used to it. It's like for them, it's like breathing now. Yeah, you know when we breathe, for them pressing 1 is like breathing. Press 1. Emmanuel Paul is press 1. Press 1. Press. And what else I would do? Yeah, what I would do for you, just as a kind of like a in honor of the demise of the Lions Den, I will say I've got to go in 15 minutes. I promise you that. Here's the PayPal. Yeah, just so that you feel at home. Yeah, I'm going to go in 15 minutes. Here's the PayPal. Yeah, so I'll put an actual PayPal link, which doesn't work though, because I don't want to actually get your degenerate money. So what I'll do is that just so that you feel at home. Yeah, so I'm going to be ending in 15 minutes. I've got something to go tomorrow. Nothing I can do about it. I will 100% end. Here's the PayPal thingy. I'm gonna go in 15 minutes. Here's the PayPal. Send me a message. Yeah, send me a message. Kaka, why are you getting timed out? Because we're enjoying the demise of Pakistanispect. Simon, leave him alone now. I like reading Al Kaka's crazy rants on there. So no, it wasn't Wendy. Wendy Wu did the other channel. I think the Lions Den Reloaded. I think with this one, it was a multitude of people like myself, other people probably all complained, yeah, all over the place, yeah. So I think with the combined kind of complaints, it probably took him down. Unless somebody wants to say they did it. Until then, I can't say too much. Well, I will. Hold on. Got text. Oh, got a good text. No more early release for no early release for extremist jihadis. So no more early release. All right. I can't read what I'm thinking. Unfortunately, this is sensitive material. I can't actually think it. Now, I was going to go here, but the thing is, yeah, we got all the leftovers from Pakistanis just hanging around. Like, what do I do with them? Like, there's 146 of you. Where have you come from? You're just wandering around like blind, like little sheep. Don't know where to go. Yeah, real one is probably crying his eyes out. Could you imagine real one and Mr. Singh? They must be like hugging each other, consoling each other. I'm sorry, real one. I'm sorry, please, real one. Give me a hug. To keeping it real. So, Raj, when you free to meet up at Gurdwara site, let me say to you, when I go to the Gurdwara, I go to pay my respects and to do my part and, just generally go there to kind of like, relax. I don't go there to meet people like you. You understand? That's not the kind of thing I don't go to Gurdwara for. Yeah, I don't go there for your, what I call kind of like your so-called telling off. If you want to speak to me, do it in a public place in Speaker's Corner. You know where I am. And I will warn somebody. Let me explain something. And this is to everybody. If anybody ever turned up here to my home, Yeah, let me just explain something. Because my address is out there, yeah, or if people try to find my address here, if anyone turns up to my home, I don't care if you're Sikh, yeah, I will treat you like you're a threat to my family. And this is an actual, I'm talking reality. I would treat you as though you're coming into my house to do something. So that's just a warning to anybody that think they can roll up to where I worship, roll up to my home or anywhere. Yeah, my house has got a protection order on it anyway, so I'll get your asses arrested. I would say that you're coming down to attack me. So I'm saying it straight. Do not think you're gonna have I'm all right. So I'm saying to you, I go to the Gurdwara, yeah, to do part and to relax. I'm not going there to meet you. If you want to meet me because you think I'm some kind of important person that you need to talk to with like 50 people because the Raj, this one banda, is so important. This is the thing I find very, very hilarious, yeah. Oh, T Singh says Mr. Amraz was fingering TY's bund and TY was crying, and then he started moaning, want to see the Are you saying that? Oh my god. So what I'm saying is that this is what I find stranger. I keep been having people saying to me, Raj, you're a nobody. Raj, you're a joke. Raj, you're stupid. Raj, this, yeah. Let me say something, keeping it real, yeah. I don't care if you do want to hit me. You're saying get it right. We ain't going to hit you. I promise you that. You can talk to me, and if you want to do something, do it. But I'm telling you straight now, I'm one man. I don't care if there's 50 of you. If I don't want to listen, I don't listen. It doesn't make no difference. You can beat me, you can do whatever you want. All I'll do is come back the next week. Yeah. This is a problem. You're not understanding. I do not, go to the Gurdwara for you to think you can start talking shit to me. I go to the Gurdwara in order to relax and do part and pay my respects. You know where I am at Speaker's Corner. Turn up. That is the place to do it. Come down. Yeah, you can bring 50 Singhs with you. Bring them. Yeah, I'll be respectful. We'll get the camera on and then talk to me. Yeah. All right, so keeping it real, let me ask you something. Do you see me as someone important? Or let me figure out. To keeping it real, do you see me as somebody important that needs to be kind of shut down? Let me find out from you first. Do you see me as somebody important? Because you seem to be treating me like I'm a celebrity. I'm actually feeling a little bit kind of like, oh, this guy sees me as that important. He wants to have a meeting with me. Like, what is it? Because the problem with these guys, what I've realized is that people can keep on telling me, Raj, you're nobody. Raj, what you're saying, no one gives a shit about. Raj, who cares about? You're a joke. But then on the other hand, everybody is trying to control me. People are trying to shut me down, my speech all over the place. So either I'm a nobody and what I'm talking about makes no difference, or it does and you're shook and you want to try and control me. You can't have it both ways. I'm either one or the other. So I'm keeping it real. Am I a nobody or am I somebody important that you believe needs to be shut down? Which one is it, keeping it real? Nobody or somebody that's important? Because you're treating me like I'm some kind of like, celebrity or something that I need to be spoken to. I need to bring Raj to the Gurdwara. I need to get all the elders around to tell Raj off. Like, what is it? What is it? Very odd behavior from people. Like, I can't believe how one man, gets so many people butthurt. I'm one bunda, When I go out, I don't have no crew. I don't have no one I hang around with, All I do is walk by myself and I do my own thing. But for some reason, I'm a threat to all these people. Look at my goddamn hands. I can barely fight. But for some reason, because I got a mouth and I want to speak, I'm somebody that is causing these people sleepless nights. First of all, yeah, I can speak about what I want. If you don't want me to speak about something, you're going to have to stop me. You get me? If I want to speak about something, I will speak about it. Now, if you look at my videos at Speaker's Corner and you can rummage through it, people, I very rarely talked about Sikhi. In fact, I make it my purpose not to speak about Sikhism, because I don't believe that Speaker's Corner is a place to speak about Sikhism. I don't think it's a good, productive place to speak about Sikhi. What I speak about is ideas, and I speak about stuff that, you know, affects people around the UK. I don't speak about religion per se. Yeah. If someone wants to pray 5 times a day, wants to fast, wants to do this, wants to do that, go to the mosque, I don't care. Yeah. That's none of my business. What I care about is certain things that are affecting people around the UK, from whatever group, whether it's the far right or the extremist jihadis, either one of them. Now, I'm going to quickly, I need to wrap up. I know there's still like 140 people, and they've just all don't know where to go. I do need to shoot because I need to, I've got a few stuff to do. I've got a customer's portrait I need to complete by tomorrow. So I need to do that. Let me just show you something. Earlier today, so what happens is sometimes I'm like, watch, because what I do here, and I know people are going to say, Raj, you're a liar. What I do daily is that I spend at least 2 hours with my mother. Yeah. And I know people are going to say, Raj, you're a liar. Or they're going to say, Raj, you're sad. Raj, you're sad. But what I do is I normally listen to what we call Sakya, yeah, which is like religious stories on Sungat TV. Yeah. And so when we watch that, I'm normally watching it to kind of learn myself, because I'm not somebody that's overly knowledgeable in terms of Sikhism and stuff like that, and I would say I'm not. But one thing I do love here is sometimes I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden one of my drawings pops up. So today, this drawing was in the background on Sungat TV. Yeah. Unfortunately, I couldn't get a good picture. And that's actually one of my drawings of my bugger that was actually in the background. So for me, like when that happens, like when I see my mum's eyes light up, yeah, because a lot of people say, "Oh, Raj, you're a terrible son. Raj, you're a terrible son. Raj, you're a terrible son. You're a terrible son." Let me tell you something, yeah. There's nothing like when a piece of artwork pops up somewhere, and then, you know, my mum sees it and she goes, Raju, look at this, and the kind of happiness in her eyes. The greatest time for me, in my opinion, in terms of one of my art pieces, was when doing Guru Gobind Singh Ji's 350th anniversary in Bihar. My drawing was in the front of the Nagar Kirtan. Think about it. So, imagine, yeah, the birthplace of Guru Gobind Singh Ji in Bihar. They were having a procession, and my drawing was in the front on top of a car. Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, yeah, is something, yeah, that I cherish. Yeah, there's something that when I see, I go, oh my God, this is something that I cherish. Something that, you know, I don't do it for money. I don't do it for anything apart from the fact that it's my way of kind of giving back. And I'm going to say something. I'm not a saint, though. I'm not a saint. I'm a flawed individual, and it's somebody that, you know, I'm not saying that I represent a good version of, you know, I'm not a good Sikh. I'm not even really a good person. But at the end of the day, I've got talent in my fingers, yeah, and I've got an imagination that I believe is from Waheguru. Yeah, I'm not a good person, though, but I can think of stuff that you guys would never be able to think of. When I want to do a drawing, yeah, and I want to think of an idea, I can literally visualize it within a second. So if someone says to me, do X, Y, Z, in my head, bang, I get the picture. And that is something I truly believe is something that is a gift that I've been given, and I'm gonna draw as much as I want. Yeah, it doesn't mean that I'm a good representation of Sikhs though, because I've never said that. But my hands, I've been given the talent to draw, and I'll draw. Yeah, I will draw. Yeah, even some of the other artists, like I actually don't think Sobha Singh was even really a good Sikh. Sobha Singh was actually keeping it real. Let me say something. Yeah, I'm going to say one thing to keeping it real. Yeah, I'm going to say one thing. I do want to learn more about Sikhi. This is one thing I do. I've been talking to my nephew, yeah, and I've been talking to other people, but I don't want people that are what I call pompous or trying to control me. One thing I hate is to be controlled, but I do want to do one thing. I do want to start going Gurdwara more and learning part and learning the Bani more. That is something that I've been planning to do. But unfortunately, I'm a type of person that I don't like to be controlled. So if there's people that are controlling me, I don't like that. And the thing is that I've got to find a middle ground where I want to start. Because I've been thinking about going to my local Gurdwara. Because I can actually, I know our Punjabi is very bad, speaking Punjabi is bad, but I can actually read Punjabi. Yeah, I know that's odd. Yeah, because speaking my Punjabi is pretty bad, but I can actually speak, I can actually read Punjabi because I was taught when I was a little kid how to read Gurmukhi. So I know all my Ura Ara and all the signs and O, E, and all that kind of stuff. Although it's very, it's not great, but I can write and I can, if I have to write, I can read it pretty slowly. Yeah. So one thing I do want to do is I definitely am going to start to try and go Gurdwara a bit more and start reading Bani a bit more and getting a bit more spiritual. But that doesn't mean, yeah, that I'm going to have people telling me that I'm going to do X, Y, Z. Yeah, because you're not. That's not how I work, man. Don't tell me you want to stop me or you want to control me, because all it's going to do is piss me off, and all I do is I get double worse. In fact, in order, I'm a type of person. I would just go worse. I would just to spite people. I would do it more, because when people keep on telling me, "Raj, you can't do this. Raj, you can't do that. Raj, you can't do this," I'm a grown ass man, and you're telling me I can't do X, Y, Z because you're getting butthurt, then I'm just going to do it more. Yeah, I'm not going to listen to you like that. If you want to help me, yeah, keeping it real, and you want to have a productive conversation, and you want to teach me about Bart and Gurbani, cool. If that's what you want to do, you want to meet up and go, Raj, we want to teach you about Sikhi. Raj, sit down. Let me show you about the spiritual side. Raj, let's talk about, what Sikhism is and stuff. Cool. Amazing. That would be great for me. But if you want to get me and say, Raj, sit down here, you better shut your mouth. You better not talk about this. You better not talk about that. All that does to me, it will have the complete opposite effect. As soon as I walk out, I'll freaking will say to myself, I'm going to go there more. I'm going to do more of it. Now, like I said to people, hopefully one day I will become a Gursikh, yeah, which is a baptized Sikh or Amritari Sikh. And the day I get to that point, I'm not going to be going Speaker's Corner, because Speaker's Corner is bakwas. Speaker's Corner is bullshit. I've never once said that Speaker's Corner, yeah. If you want to meet up one-on-one, yeah, and you want to have a sit down, yeah, and we could talk about Sikhi, yeah, cool, I'll do that. But if you're gonna try and lecture me, yeah, you're gonna try and lecture me to stop me doing X, Y, Z, it's not gonna work. I'll walk straight out. Yeah, I don't work like that. You don't tell me that I can't do X, Y, Z. If you want to teach me about Sikhi and what a true Sikh is and try and get me to that point, cool, that's good. I would actually like to learn more and to be able to kind of get to my, because I'm at the right point in my life now. I was just speaking to my nephew because obviously we went to Seven Kings Gurdwara and what is it called? Seven Kings Gurdwara and Garamsar after my dog was put down. And yeah, when if you want to drop the ego, yeah, here's my email address. Email me. I'll meet you one-on-one. Yeah, we can go to the Gurdwara. We can chat. But don't think you're going to get 50 mans around me and you're going to tell me what to do. I'm just warning people, that does not work with me, man. I'm telling you straight now, you'll just freaking get my back up and you'll just piss me off. I'll just walk off and I'll just do whatever the hell I want to do. So here's my email. Email me. You wanna meet up, yeah, one-on-one, yeah, and we can sit down and we can have a chat and stuff. Cool. We'll talk. So email me. What good daughter? Because if you're what, you know, oh, let me. What good are you talking about? Keeping it real. Let's see which one he writes. Mr. Amarais, uncle, it's your oldest fault for not stopping this bundle, yeah. No, teasing, yeah. Just listen. Don't worry. I've got my reason. So Amarais is going. Oh, why? Why Robbie Tomlinson? What happened? No, you named the place. You named the place. Let me hear what place you're going to say, because it'll be interesting to find out what place you're going to say. Yeah, Sonia. Yeah. But I'll tell you something, yeah. What I've found out, yeah. I know I just want to find something else, yeah. Don't worry, Raj is not that gullible. Let me just see what he says. What Gurdwara would you want to meet at? Showing the terrorist text said it violates their community guidelines. That's crazy. But that terrorist attack has been on all over the place. You need to actually appeal that. Now, what Gurdwara do you want me to meet you at? Keeping it real. Name the Gurdwara. Now he's given up. Listen, this is the problem, yeah. Now I'm putting it on him. He's given up now. He's going, read the back chat. It's all there. I don't think you would listen anyways. Well, why try them, Padida? Why you been on there for the last 2 hours chatting shit? If you don't think I'm going to listen, yeah, so this is the thing. So let me say something. Point proven. I was trying to prove something. Yeah, remember I'm playing chess. You're playing Connect 4. Yeah, I was trying to prove something. I put my hand out. Yeah. All right. So keeping it real. Let them do it. Let them do it. Why are you stopping them? Why are you stopping them? Why are you stopping them? Why don't you just let them do it? I don't need your bodyguard. I don't need you to protect me. I'm one bunda. I'm 5 foot something. I can't fight. Yeah, I just got a mouth on me. Yeah, let them come over and talk to me. Do you think I'm fearful of anyone? Do you think I'm gonna be? Oh, sorry. Do you think I'm gonna be like that, or do you think I'm just gonna? Okay, cool. Tell me what you think. I'll respect them. I will say one thing, yeah, and people are gonna find this a bit hypocritical. I will say one thing. All right, so it's hard to explain. If someone walks over to me and they're a Gursik, yeah, a Namratari Sikh, I will treat them with respect, even if they're talking shit. Now, the reason why is because I think as a Sikh, yeah, even if I disagree with the man, if they're an Amritari Sikh, I've got to show a level of, and I'm talking to a baptized Sikh, I've got to show them a level of respect. And that's something that I've always had in my head. Like they are representing, the Sikhs in the real way. Yeah. And even if I disagree with them. So I do show them respect, but it doesn't mean I'm going to listen to them. Doesn't mean I'm going to listen. So to keeping it real, yeah, I don't know who you are. I showed you for who you are, yeah, because I said to you, you were saying to me, let's go Gurdwara, we're going to do this, we're going to talk to you. Then I said, okay, I'll go Gurdwara, but one-on-one, you can teach me about Sikhi. When I did that, yeah, watch what you do, yeah. Yeah. So listen to this guy here. I then put my hand out saying, dude, let's talk about Sikhism. Maybe you can teach me stuff. And instead of going, okay, let's meet at this Gurdwara and I'll teach you. What did he do? Automatically, he backtracked and saying, you're not going to listen anyway. Because in reality, all Keeping It Real wants to do is to duff me up. All he wants to do is either verbally beat me or physically beat me. Whichever one, it don't matter. Yeah. The point is, he's not here for discourse. He doesn't want me to, he doesn't want to reason with me. He wants to shut me up. And if that means verbally or physically, he don't give a shit. Because I've just proved it now. He doesn't, when I was trying to be the peacemaker, saying, okay, I'll go to Gurdwara, you can teach me stuff about Sikhism and show me what a real Sikh is. He then backtracked saying, oh, you're not going to listen anyway, Raj. So you've shown yourself for who you are. Why would I meet someone like you? Why would I even spend any time with you? You're only there for your own ego. You're only there because you can't take the fact that you have not got, you have not got the guts to come by yourself and speak to me. You know where I am on a Sunday. Yeah, if you really wanted to find me, you could find me. It's not hard. All right, first of all, Keeping It Real, let me explain something to you. In Speaker's Corner, I've only had 3 Sikhs come up to me and tell me, or actually 4, Talochan, there was 2 Sikhs that come down the other time, and there was another Sikh that come from, I think it was Leeds. 4 in 2.5 years. Every other Sikh I've met, even at the Gurdwara, on the road, in Speaker's Corner, have all been supportive in one way or another. They may criticize the way I say things, but they say to me, Raj, you got a point, but I don't like your delivery. So I don't know what you're talking about, that people have come down and tried to stop me. Oh, Sid, Terlochan is here. I was going to wrap up, but Terlochan is here now. Our favorite resident Sikh, Terlochan. You know that Sikh that has such good manners and such a lovely way about him. He doesn't swear, he doesn't do anything. He's such a goody two shoes, such an angel. Terlochan is such an angel. All right. So this is all right. So listen to this here. This is like a perfect kind of like the perfect kind of like example of the hypocrisy of people. Now, one of the things I'm always told, Speaker's Corner, is, Raj, don't judge all Muslims by a few bad apples. This is always what I've been told, So they'll say, don't judge the Muslim community because of a few bad apples, Don't judge the Muslim community because of a few bad apples. But what happens with me is that there's one Sikh in Speaker's Corner, only one, just one. Think about this, There's 300 people, only one Sikh here. People say this to me all the time, and White Neat said it here. He says, keeping it real, respect for speaking the truth. Raj has made me hate Sikhs, unfortunately. So let's use that logic. You have one individual in the park that happens to be from a Sikh background, who clearly states that I'm not a religious Sikh or do not represent Sikhs as a community. But he is now, because of his bigotry, said that I hate all Sikhs. Does that sound logical to you? Now, if I saw, say, somebody who was a Hindu at Speaker's Corner and he was saying stuff against Sikhs, I wouldn't then hate all Hindus because of that one man, because that's illogical. Now, Keeping It Real has just shown what he really is about. He's a cuck. And so his response to White Neat wasn't, dude, don't judge my community against one prick that you see online, which is referring to myself. Listen to his response. He goes, White Neat, we ain't all bad, just some of us are lost. That's his response. And you want me to take you seriously? You think I'm going to spend my time to take my time out of my day to speak to you? And he goes, White Neat, respect my brother. See, you can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Yeah, an individual is saying that the whole year of the Sikh community, he's starting to hate them because of one Sikh. Remember, there's 30 million Sikhs in the world. I'm one man. One man. So let me ask you, White Knee, are you saying that you judge a whole community based on one person? Is that what you're saying? To White Knee, do you judge a whole community? So if you walk down the road and you saw one Chinese person eating a dog, and I know that sounds racist, are you going to then say all Chinese people eat dogs? See, this is the problem with the Sikh community here. Keeping it real, I think it's real one, to be honest with you, because he is showing exactly what I have a problem with. Yeah. Yeah, it's either Mr. Singh or real one, yeah. But this is what I have a problem with. The hypocrisy. I'm one person, yeah. Yeah, Sonia, whatever, I have power. Like, I have power. It's unbelievable. Like, these individuals, yeah, are so butthurt by one person. I mean, the Lochan, yeah, is his whole persona is based around me. Is his whole persona, the Lochan as a person, he's not a human being on these chats. The Lochan is just the individual that challenges Raj. That's all he is. He's nobody else. He's a non-entity. That's why whenever he goes on panels, unless he's talking about me, people find him boring. And that's kind of sad, if I'm being honest with you. I'm not going to lie. Oh, good night, James Speaker's Corner. Oh, Barry Black. Thank you. Yeah. Let me just read a couple of comments. I mean, there's 128 people lost today at 1 o'clock in the morning that are probably all from the Lion's Den. All from the Lion's Den. Yeah. All kind of just wandering the streets, trying to figure out where to go. I bet the people from the Lion's Den are just literally just wandering around. Oh, where can we go? Where can we go? You're not lost. Where can we go? And they're just drifting over to all these other channels. And it's kind of sad to see. I'm not going to lie. No, not you, T Singer. No, anybody that's on my thingy. Where's the PayPal? Yeah. I'll stay on for another 15. I'm going to go in 15 minutes, but here's the PayPal on. You're not lost, Rashman. No, you're not lost. Not you. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the people that are on Pakistanispect that are very, very kind of cultish in their behavior. Let me just read a couple of comments. I need to go. I need to do my stuff. Show the Thursday City. I don't get why Romy Thomas and they did that. Mr. Amaraz. Our Braindrop said the Indian army is going to get Mr. Amaraz's cake in Kashmir. Mr. Amaraz's cake's going to be taken. Whatever worship the creation, not the creation. Read the Raj, don't blame the terrorist that can end everything. Did I blame the terrorist that can add no shade? No, Alakaka. This one is nothing to do with him, from what I know. But I do know that the guy had a link to Speaker's Corner in terms of him hating an individual there. Yeah, have a cake break, Amaraz. Yes, sorry, bro. Many codes said people didn't know. So he's something that wrong. Good done. It's not right. I was in Soho Road like a month ago. How can I be banned from there? You need to be banned from speaking to. You have no idea who I am. You're just like, yeah. Soba Singh was in the army police, and in 1989 he was asked by British to draw a Nanak G photo. And what he did, he's on picture and all Sikhs have. Yeah, I agree. The Soba Singh is one of the most famous Sikh artists ever, and I think that although I love his paintings, don't get me wrong, from an artistic standpoint, I love the paintings, but I do think it's problematic that he used painting like the face of real people in order to draw the gurus, and I think that has become a little bit problematic now, because if you're using a particular person's face, yeah, it's not a good thing. You talk facts. I want to have a drink with you. Teasing. I don't drink. Stop trying to make me drink. I'm not Shutdown, man. This is one thing we need to stop doing, man. We need to stop drinking, for one. Yeah, I was in Birmingham twice. I'll be back up anyway. With you and chill out in hand, we can find M's. Oh no, no, don't say that. I'll have to delete that message. Actually, let me delete that. Sorry, I've got to remove that. Yeah, I'll be back up in Birmingham at some point. Can't remember when. No one in this world have any of our good photos. We will be doxing all the major members of the patriotic alternative, Raj. You know I'm not a member of that bullshit movement, so I don't know whether you're trying to. And my address is out there anyway, so I don't know what you can do. John says, Raj speakers Gula, you know what the sad is, yeah? You could have been known as a great artist, but you'd always be remembered for those live streams. Are you happy with that? Look, for me, yeah, the art thing, yeah, is like, for me, doing this drawing couldn't have been done unless I went Speaker's Corner. Doing this drawing here, which is, I think, is going to be one of my best ever drawings, I couldn't have done it unless I went Speaker's Corner. Before I was going Speaker's Corner, I was doing bullshit like this. Yeah. It wasn't making me think. Now, when I'm in Speaker's Corner, as much as people think it's a negative, it has made me broaden my horizons. And I've got thousands of drawings or ideas in my head. And most of them have come from my experience at Speaker's Corner. So on the one hand, I agree. Speaker's Corner has been detrimental in some ways to my art career, because I think I've been concentrating a lot on that. On the other side, the flip side, it's given me ideas that I never would have thought of. And I have so many ideas directly linked to Speaker's Corner. Even this one here about the children in the oven, that's one of my favorite drawings. Yeah. And that's directly to do with Speaker's Corner, 100%. Because that is about God being like a loving mother. Yeah. I couldn't have done that one. I just couldn't have done that one. Couldn't have done this one. So all of my, in fact, I've said to myself, 95% of my artwork is gonna go. I'm not ever gonna use them. All of these drawings here and all that kind of stuff are null and void. And the reason why is because all of them had no meaning behind it. They were just boring drawings. Now my drawings are very thought-provoking. And so as much as you might say, oh, Speaker's Corner has derailed your art career, I will agree with you. It's derailed it and stopped it to a certain degree, but it's also allowed me to really broaden my horizons of ideas. Yeah, so for me, it's actually a positive. So I know you was trying to make out as, oh, Raj, you you're not going to remember. Trust me, the videos will be there, but artwork will still be there as well. Yeah, so the artwork will probably last longer than those stupid YouTube videos. I know that hurts you. I know you're upset that you thought you was going to make me go, oh no. No, it's a great thing. I will never, let me say something. I will never, ever, Battle of Serengeti. There's my, it's a massacre one as well. I'm not going to sell the Battle. Actually, I don't know. The original, yeah, I probably won't sell it, to be honest with you. I don't sell my Sikh. Good night, Arisid. Good night. Good night. Yeah, Asif. If I start ever drinking, yeah, me and Big Arj might do live streams, but I'm never gonna drink again, to be honest with you. Like, could you imagine that, me and Big Arj on Green Street, and we're just standing there on the corner like tramps? Yeah, because let me tell you something about when you start drinking alcohol. Yeah, you become like a tramp. There are certain times, because I haven't drank for 7 years, and I look back, yeah, and I'm like, dude, I can't believe, yeah, I was in the middle of the night on a corner of a road, drinking, yeah, like a tramp, like Big Ards does. That's what it reduces you to when you start drinking like that. Yeah, you lose a lot of self-respect. So I mean, I feel embarrassed when I saw Big Ards on the street because that was me years ago. Yeah, yeah, Green Street, where all the samosa wars happen. You know those samosa wars and pakode wars, those gang wars between the samosa. One area sells the samosa for X amount of price, and the other side sells it for X amount of price, and they go to war on a samosa war. Yeah. Did drinking affect my family life? Not really. I don't know actually. I can't. I'll have to think about that. That's actually quite an interesting question. Uh, No, no, no. I think I tried never to drink at home. That's the thing. I tried my best never to be drunk when I was at home. What I would do if I was drunk, I would come home, I'd go straight to my room, lock the door, and I'd stay in there till I sobered up. So I did, even though I was a degenerate, one thing I did do was that I made sure I never walked around the house drunk. That's one rule I had in my head. No matter how drunk I was, I never would let my mother see me drunk. Yeah, that was the one thing. What I'd always do is I'd just go into the house, I would quickly say hello, and I'll leg it into my room, lock the door, jump into bed, and sober up, and then I would walk out. So I don't recall ever walking around my house like Big Arse did with all his top off, going, "Oh, look at me, I run the East End. You come down to my end and I'll do rah, rah." And he's like walking around looking in the fridge and all that kind of shit. That's not something that I did. Yeah, I tried to make sure that I never embarrassed myself in front of my mother when it comes to alcohol and stuff like that. That was as much as I could do. Uh, all right, so to all the Sikhs, before I go, Harpreet Singh Dumma Badal will be forced to retire. Oh no. I'm keeping out of this shit. I'm keeping out of this Dummo and all this kind of stuff, man. That's between I don't know what's going on there. Mm. Keeping it real, you're worshipping me. You just think about what you're doing, yeah. You're begging to meet me. Yeah. You're begging to meet me. You're begging to be in my presence. You're begging like a beg to try and, have 2 minutes with me. You're the one who's embarrassing yourself. Can you not see you're on my chat listening to someone you hate? Why not just do what a banda does here? Be a man, grow some tatte, and just meet me. You know where to find me. I'm not hard to find. You don't need 50 people. Yeah, I'm one person by myself all the time. I'm an old man now. I can barely walk. My legs are hurting nowadays when I walk about. Oh, big up Fake Collins. Yeah, I agree with you, John. 95% of my artwork is garbage. There's only a handful of pieces that I'm keeping that I believe are good. The rest of them, thingy. Raj, do you like shortbread? Actually, do I eat shortbread the other day? Keeping it real, let me say something to you. The time for meeting up with you is over. I gave you an opportunity before, and your reaction to this individual, what was his name? What's that guy's name? Neat something, shows me you're not somebody I want to meet up with. Your reaction, keeping it real, to that individual shows me you're an apologist and not a real man. And let me say something. I figured it out. So are you saying Seven Kings Gurdwara? Keeping it real. Keeping it real. Are you saying Seven Kings Gurdwara? Are you saying Seven Kings Gurdwara? Say yes or no. Oh, he said it. Don't worry, he said it. I know who you are. Do you know who you are? You're one of the guys that probably met Respect and wanted a meeting with me in the Gurdwara. You're one of those guys that Raspect was talking about that said they want to talk to me in the Gurdwara and do my besti. You're one of those guys, aren't you? One of those guys. No, I'm not going to meet you. I know who you are. You know exactly where I am. I'm going to tell you something. This Sunday, I'll be at Speaker's Corner between probably 2 to 3 p.m. until around 7, 8 p.m. If you want to speak to me, you come down there. I'll put a camera in your face and then you tell me what you want me to do. Yeah? Yeah, you can do that. Because I think I know who you are now. You're one of Raspect's little poodles who is butthurt that his channel is now shut down. Yeah, cry your tears. Let's put a little tune on for one last time for everybody who is mourning the loss of Pakistanispect's channel. And let's play that track again, just so that we can mourn with them. This is what they're doing here. I can imagine like keeping it real. Rod! Rod! Rod, meeting! I want to revenge my Pakistanispect. I'm keeping it real. I'm going to keep it real with you, Rod. I want to meet you. Losers! Losers! Just accept you lost. I think I should become an actor. I think my acting skills are good. Let me do that one. I want to do it back twice. Please, this one. I want to do this one. I'm not going to do it off this one. I love you guys, you know. Tell me I should be in that show. Someone just tell me I should be in that show. Yeah. Sorry guys. Yeah, I know. I should get a BAFTA. I actually think I'm quite good. I actually think I'm quite a good actor. Yeah. So sad. I don't look. Not a single tear, yeah. Look. Yeah. You'll be missed. You'll be missed. No doubt about it. I need to stop the stream now because I can hear someone shouting a little bit. I think they're saying, "Why is he crying for? What is he crying for?"
Phase, Fogger face. He begs money from RSC. He goes, please, RSC, give me more. Please, RSC, give me more. Fogger face. The Fogger face on a black lagoon of Bangladesh. Fogger face on a black lagoon of Bangladesh. Crawling to the UK, say, please, RSC, can I have some more? Please, RSC, can I have some more? Fucker face, fucker face, fucker face, fucker face. He sold out his Muslim brothers. He created a channel called MMA. MMA stands for mixed martial art arguments. All he does is argue all day on Fucker Face's channel.
Sophia Lewis said, ban George Faz. Poor Faz. Fogger Fazis. Okay, I need to go now. Yeah, it was interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna actually look at my acting skills later on. Leave Faz alone. You're mad. Leave Faz alone. Let me tell you about Faz here. Faz here, his whole channel is based around fighting. If you truly cared about your Muslim community, you would get that channel removed. Because all it is every time I've jumped onto Fogger Faz's channel, it's just Muslims arguing. Is that something that you want to propagate to the world, that all you do is argue? Because I go onto other channels like Muslim Matters, they don't argue that much. I go onto other channels, they're not arguing that much. But whenever you go or to what's the other name? Or whenever you go over to Fogger Faz, it's just pure arguments, pure tamasha, pure bakwas, all this bullshit going on all the time. Anyway, like I said, thank you to Pakistanispect. Thank you to the Lions Den. Thank you to all of the degenerates that supported and pressed 1 24/7. And I will say to you this: tough shit, you're gone. Big up to the Raj. Big up. Victory. I'm off.